Today we're going to be taking a look at pretty much all the new changes, parts of GTA 5 expanded and enhanced, and also some changes that you may not have noticed or known about. So before we get into all that, if you want to see more content regarding GTA 5 on next-gen consoles, then make sure to be subscribed and have on post notifications, and if you do enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like. So first, let's start off with changes that most people probably already know. So first, we finally got a new menu for GTA Online, and it's actually a really helpful and organized menu, and now you can jump into the contract DLC, heist, free mode, series modes, and more with this new menu. I think it's a really great design, and I hope that Rockstar adds more options in the future. And also from this menu, you can jump into story mode if you would like. We also had the introduction of 5 new vehicles in GTA Online, which are the Cole Cyclone 2, the Karen S95, the Empate Overture GT, the Fister Astron Custom, and the Pegasi Weaponized Ignis. So the Cyclone 2, Weaponized Ignis, and the Astron Custom are pretty much just different versions of vehicles that we already have in the game. Of course, we already had the Cyclone for a while, and then recently in the contract DLC we got the Ignis and the Astron. And the other 2 vehicles, the S95 and the Overture GT, those are pretty much entirely new vehicles. Now you can actually get the Karen S95 for free if you are a returning player from PS4 or Xbox One, or if you have already been playing on the PS5 or Xbox Series X and S. And not only do you get a free car, but you also get the Dark Purple Pearl and Res Prismatic Pearl Chameleon paints for free. Now we also have the introduction of House Special Works. Pretty much it's a new workshop in the LS Carmi where you can upgrade vehicles and get some really cool new upgrades such as the Chameleon paints, new acceleration, brake upgrades, and more. Now, not every single vehicle can get these type of upgrades. Currently, it is only a total of 9 vehicles, which are going to be the 5 new vehicles that I just mentioned, and 4 existing vehicles, which are the Ubermacht Sentinel XS, the Shitsu Hakuto Strag, the Garati Turismo Classic, and the Bravado Banshee. And I'm guessing in the next updates and DLCs, we should be seeing more vehicles added. Also at the LS Car Meets, we do have the new HSW racing outfits, and you can actually get the Cool Noise racing outfits for free, which is really cool. There's also new HSW time trials and HSW races, and they're actually pretty cool. They have this new class option where you can choose different tiers. So there is tier 1, 2, and 3. Tier 1 can only have compacts and coupes. Tier 2 can only have muscle, sports classics, and SUVs, and Tier 3 can have motorcycles, super vehicles, and sports vehicles. So that's some new options right there, but overall these races are extremely similar to the street races that came out with the Tuners DLC. And by the way, in these races you can only use HSW vehicles. And if you want to get started, they are located in the jobs menu. And like I mentioned a little bit, we also have the new HSW time trials. They are scattered around the map and they're pretty similar to the regular time trials, but you can only use HSW vehicles just like the new races. Lastly, at the LS Car Meets, there is this new feature where players can go up to other players' personal vehicles and purchase the exact model and specification. Now of course this can also be done to your vehicle, and by default it does seem to be on, and if you don't want people to have that ability, head over to the interaction menu, then select LS Car Meets, and then go down to vehicle options and turn off HSW specification service. Now if you want to know more information regarding how special works, the new vehicles, and more, I'll leave the links in the description to the videos I made. Now, as for some new quality of life changes, Rockstar increased the payouts for the MC businesses. So in 2022, obviously the MC businesses aren't as good as they were before when it came to making money, and not a lot of people really use them that much unless it's double money. But now there is a 25% increase on all the MC businesses. They also increased the payouts for the nightclub sales that are linked to the MC businesses. So of course at the nightclub we have, South American imports, cash creation, organic produce, and more. So those 5 that are linked to the MC businesses will now have a 35% increase. So of course you'll get paid more for nightclub sales, and also the daily income at the nightclub has now increased. Rockstar is definitely taking a great step in the right direction by improving these payouts. Hopefully we can see something like this for like the older heist, jobs, other businesses, and more. In the interaction menu now, we can remove more properties, jobs, and more from our maps, so essentially just cleaning it up. Loading times are definitely way faster too. Loading into a public lobby can now take around like a minute, and then for closed friend sessions, invite only sessions, and more, it's like around 15 seconds. You can also switch sessions more easier now. So basically when you head over to the online menu, you can click find new session. Usually, and still on the PS4, Xbox One and PC, it's just going to take you to a public session. But now on the next gen consoles, you can select to go to a friends lobby, invite only lobby, crew session, etc. So that's definitely a very useful change there. Also in the pause menu, Rockstar renamed the creator to the Rockstar creator, and in the Rockstar editor, there is now natural motion blur. We also had the new graphics modes, which are Performance, Fidelity, and Performance RT. Adaptive triggers are now available for PS5. You can pick between high, low, or just turn them off. And 3D audio is also available for the PS5, and spiral audio for the Xbox Series X and S. I made a video talking more about these new graphic modes, new options, and more, so I'll have it linked in the description if you want to check it out. In the online menu, there's also an option to transfer your character if you haven't done so already. I'm currently not sure how long Rockstar is going to keep this option here, so if you want to transfer your character, I recommend doing it sooner than later. And speaking about migration, they did fix the issue where if people migrated their characters from PS4 or Xbox One to PC, that they couldn't switch over to the next gen consoles, so I'm glad Rockstar fixed that issue. Sadly, now Rockstar has removed crossplay. Previously, if you were on PS5, you could play with people on PS4, and same for people on Xbox Series X and S and Xbox One, but now there is no crossplay. The only way to play with people on PS4 or Xbox One is to go back to your PS4 version and create a new character if you did already migrate over. If you haven't migrated your character, of course, then you can still crossplay. There's also a free 200k that you can get if you do sign up for the Rockstar mailing list. This is basically where Rockstar just emails you about things happening with their titles. So if you want to get the free 200k in GTA Online and get these emails, then I do recommend signing up. Now moving on, the new career builder was introduced into GTA Online also with these next gen versions. Basically, the career builder is a way to get started in GTA Online with a business, weapons, vehicles, and more. I'll have a video out very soon talking more about the new career builder, but basically I do recommend going with the executive or the bunker business, and also selecting some great weapons to get started with and some useful vehicles. And if you want to get started with the career builder, you're going to have to create a new character. Lastly, let's head over to the Newswire, where Rockstar gave us some more information regarding what's going to be happening in the future of GTA Online. So Rockstar says, going forward, we plan to continue making further adjustments across all versions of the game, in addition to rebalancing other areas such as vehicles commonly used in PvP combat. Stay tuned for details. So I think we know what Rockstar is talking about when they say vehicles commonly used in PvP combat. They're mostly talking about the MK2. Obviously, the MK2 is a vehicle that a lot of people do hate in GTA Online, so we could probably be seeing an adjustment soon for it, and we can also see some adjustments for some of the jets in the game and possibly other vehicles that are usually used in PvP combat. Honestly, one fix that I can see for this issue is I think that Rockstar should disable the ability to shoot at players with automatic lock-on missiles. Obviously, we have that for the new Amani Tech vehicles, but I'm talking about for all vehicles. This should be enabled by default, and maybe we can see less griefing. And I do also want to remind people that these next-gen upgrades are only available on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, and not on PS4, Xbox One, or PC. Like I said though, hopefully we can see some of these changes and new contents on those consoles soon. And before I do end the video, I do want to mention that Rockstar relaunched the GTA 5 and GTA Online website. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. It's really designed well and it looks really cool. There's also some new guides, so it definitely is a great introduction for new players and more. So that's all for this video. Hopefully y'all did enjoy, and if you did, make sure to drop a like. We'll be having much more GTA 5 and GTA Online videos, streams, and more. So if you aren't already, make sure to be subscribed and have on post notifications, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.